Good morning, guys. Happy Wednesday. Welcome back to the vlog. Welcome to a new video. I just finished getting ready for work. I'm about to head out now. The temperature is kind of weird today because it's like really cold right now. It was 43 whenever I woke up, but then the high today is 70. The past 2 days have been really cold. It was 31 degrees when I woke up on Monday. It was similar yesterday morning, and then the high yesterday was 55, so we're jumping up quite the big 15 degrees. So I dressed in layers. These are covered tights. They look like skin, but it's not. It's fabric. And then this is a short sleeve dress, and I just threw this big overcoat thing from Banana Republic. I've had this for a few years, and it's a great little staple that I keep in my wardrobe, and I get a lot of compliments on it, and it's so simple, but it's very warm and very comfy. So yeah, I'm gonna head out to work now, and then we'll get on with our day. Alright, I'm done with work. I'm gonna head home. I need to bake a cake real quick, and then I'm supposed to pick up my niece from school, so it's 12:30 now, and I need to leave my house at 2:30 to go get her. So I need to get that cake in and out of the oven before. I also need to make a filling for a different cake, and then I'm supposed to have dinner with my parents, so should be a good rest of the day. Alright, so I'm preparing a marble cake, which is just half white, half chocolate. And while I'm making this, I need to confess something. This is the last cake that I need to make for custom orders. I know a while back I had spoke on wanting to slow down and just how like my heart is just not in it the way it used to be. And so a few weeks ago I decided to just cut it out. And I made a post on my business Facebook page and my personal Facebook page that I wasn't going to be doing cakes anymore. That I would, of course, honor the orders that I had on my books, but I wouldn't be taking any new orders. And this weekend is the last of all of my cake orders, all of my custom orders. I'm officially done after this weekend. It's definitely bittersweet because I've been doing this since 2019. And by this, I mean cakes in some form or fashion, mainly working at the bakery. I decided to go to pastry school in 2018. In 2019, I started my internship with the bakery, and then I graduated school, and the bakery offered me a full-time position, which quickly turned into the management position because they were in desperate need of a general manager. And I had management experience from my past, so it worked really well. And when I went into pastry school, I had no idea that I would have a passion for decorating cakes. And then it was really working at the bakery which brought that out in me. But that's what I ended up doing until now. I definitely don't feel the way that I used to about doing cakes. I used to really look forward to it and enjoy it, and I just don't feel that way anymore, so that's why I decided to stop. And I think that's okay. It's definitely weird because I thought that I would always do cakes. And I'm not going to say that I'll never do cakes again as a business because I definitely don't know. And I know for sure that I'll still be doing cakes and treats and things for my family. Baking is definitely in my blood. I will be baking always. But now I'll be doing it purely for the enjoyment, not because I have to. And the main thing that I'm excited about is going back to having a regular schedule. I'm definitely schedule oriented. I like routine. I like monotony for the most part. So I think that's what I'm most excited about. So I will be working more at my part-time job from here on out, getting as many hours as I'm allowed to. And I will be baking things for fun, experimenting, definitely making videos on baking things. Like the other day I made bread and I included that in a short, and just doing stuff like that is so much fun to me. I love baking bread and I just haven't had time to in so long, so it's stuff like that that I'm really excited about getting back to. Now I'm gonna get started on this fruit filling. She requested a pineapple passion fruit filling, which I have never done, and she knows that. She has all the confidence that I can make something happen that tastes good. So I've got a recipe, and I'm excited. I can't wait to try it. The only passion fruit I could find was frozen passion fruit. I couldn't find anything. Passion fruit concentrate, nothing. So I asked ChatGPT what I could do, and it said to just thaw it as it comes and use it that way. And I was skeptical because it was like chunks of passion fruit, but it thawed out to basically just a liquid. And I tasted a pineapple chunk, I tasted a passion fruit chunk this morning because I was curious. I don't think I've ever had passion fruit before. And it's quite bitter actually. But you know, pineapple's kind of sweet, maybe a little tart. So I think this is gonna be a good filling. Seems like it'll be quite easy. So I just cooked down the 2 fruits, some sugar, some lemon juice, and salt. Let it come to a simmer, and then I add a cornstarch slurry and thicken it up, which makes sense. I mean, when I've made any other fruit filling in the past, it was literally just the fruit, sugar, and then a cornstarch slurry to thicken it up, and it was delicious. So, all right, this is how we're looking. It's done. And it smells really good. It's got like it smells kind of tart. You can really smell the passion fruit. That's what I smell mainly. Which is funny because there's double the amount of pineapple than there is passion fruit. Probably because the passion fruit is strong. So I'm interested, but I'm gonna let it cool off before I taste it because you eat it cold, so I feel like it would be better if you taste it when it's cold. I'm about to go get my niece from school. I think I'm gonna ask her if she wants to go to the bookstore with me because she likes to read books like I do. And the last time we went to the bookstore, she got a book and she has already read it, of course, because it's been a while and it wasn't a very big book. And she hasn't been back to the bookstore, so I feel like, because I saw her with that book yesterday, because she spent the day with me yesterday. She was out of school for Veterans Day. And I was like, you've already read that. She's just reading it again. And it's part of a series, so I would like to get her the next book at least. And then I can get a book for myself too. Okay, I'm home. As soon as I picked her up from school, like before she even closed the door, getting in the car, she goes, "You got Starbucks money?" And she's not like a spoiled kid that asks for stuff all the time, so it kind of threw me off, but I was like, yeah, sure. So we went to Starbucks and I got her she just wanted a little Frappuccino, and then we went to the bookstore and I got A Discovery of Witches. This is book 1 of 3. There's 3 of them. And it's just on my to be read list. I have like a running list in my phone just for whenever I do go to the bookstore, things that I want to fill my library with. And then she didn't want the second book in that series that she was reading. She actually got Diary of a Wimpy Kid, books 5 and 6, because she said she's read 1 through 4, so she wanted 5 and 6. Now I'm basically just gonna chill for a while until it's time to go eat dinner with my parents in about an hour and a half. Ow! Rude! She's like, I'm sorry. You just want attention? You just want attention? Okay, thank you. So sweet. Oh God. Good baby. Okay, thank you. Oh, don't sit on your brother. Don't sit on your brother. She has a bad habit of sitting on Leo because he's so small, poor thing. And she'll just sit right on top of him. Are you a good girl? Are you a good girl? Good morning. Happy Thursday. Yeah. I'm about to head out to work. I had to wash my hair this morning, so it took me a little extra time to get ready, but I really did have a bit of a lazy morning. I slept in and I didn't do a workout or anything, but I do plan on going for a walk later. So anyway, I'm gonna head out to work for a little bit, and then later today I have 2 cakes that I need to do, my last and final cakes for my orders. And then I'm gonna make hamburger bowls for dinner, which is something that's kind of in our regular rotation, but I haven't made it in at least a month or so. It's been a while, so I'm gonna make those for dinner. And yeah, we'll see what we get into for the rest of the day. So I decided to download Audible. You know, I've been on the same Outlander book. I'm almost done with it, but I've been on the same Outlander book for a long time, a few months, because I just don't get that much time to read. And I got to thinking, I have a handful of podcasts that I listen to, and then I listen to music, like when I'm at the gym or I'm on a walk or something. And I got to thinking earlier today, I was on my way to work, and I was thinking I really need to find some new podcasts to listen to, because the ones I listen to, I'm only interested in a few, and they come out with like 1, maybe 2 episodes per week. Well, most of them come out with 1 episode per week, and I listen to them. And then there's like 3-4 days out of the week where I don't have any podcasts or anything to listen to while at the gym or something. So I thought, why don't I just do audiobooks, and I'll get Outlander on an audiobook, and I can kind of flip back and forth between reading on page and then reading through audio. So I downloaded the Audible app, like signed up through our Amazon account, and they're doing a special right now that's 99 cents per month for the first 3 months, and then after that it's $14.95 a month for their member plus membership or something like that, premium plus membership, something like that. But you get 1 free book a month, and then there's like a $20 credit or something if you want to get an extra book, I think one time. But the Outlander books, like the first Outlander book, it has 29 hours of reading. So, I mean, that's a month easily. So 1 book a month is totally gonna be worth it. So I started that today while I've just been in here organizing and whatnot because I don't have any work, no mail coming in or anything. So I've been organizing the print shop, and I just had my audiobook going for Outlander, and it's really nice because I'm reading it after watching the show, so I can kind of picture everything in my head, even though I know throughout the rest of the series things may not go exactly as they were, and they haven't thus far. The book doesn't exactly line up with the show, which is fine, but I can put like faces to the people and kind of picture the scenery and whatnot, which is really nice. But even with reading books that I have not seen a movie or a show for, I can easily make up something in my head because I did that when I was a kid. I've done that with plenty of books before, because then it always trips me out when they turn it into a movie or a show, and I'm like, they don't look at all how I thought they would, how I pictured them in my head. Just a nice revelation, I think, to start doing that, and it definitely helps pass the time. I'm home from work. My dogs are currently out back right now, but in a little bit I'm gonna take them for a walk. I'm gonna do like what we normally do, where I walk them around the block one time and then come back inside, put Leo in his little backpack, and then we'll take a longer walk with Ray and Leo on my back, probably down to the beach and then back, just to get some steps in because I didn't go to the gym or anything this morning, so I need to get some sort of movement in. And then probably when that's done, I'll come back and start on dinner, since I'm roasting potatoes for it and that takes a while. That way I could just have it in the oven. And then I've got my two cakes that I need to ice. So I'd like to have those done today, because tomorrow I've made quite the packed schedule for myself. So I want to make sure I have those done so that I'm not like rushing tomorrow or anything. There seems to be a fine line between too tight that it chokes him and not tight enough to where he can get his paws out from the little drawstring around the neck, so I have to be careful. Okay, I filled up their little water bottle, so I just put it here, and then I also started doing her leash, so I can have sort of a hands-free situation. I still like hold on to it kind of, just for added security, but it's a nice little setup we got going on. Am I right? She's ready to go. We're back from our walk. It was quite eventful because there was a lot of traffic just this time of day, and then there was a few people out walking their dogs. So my little one, he's got little man syndrome, so he thinks that he's like 100 pounds or something and thinks that he can just beat up anybody. So he's like yapping from the backpack. And my big one, Ray, she's not really fazed by any of that, so she wants to be everybody's friend, which it works out well having him in the backpack for many reasons. So we're still able to enjoy our walk, and it was nice. It's good to get some steps in. I'm gonna get started on dinner now. I just need to chop up my potatoes and get them roasting in the oven, and then I'll need to cook up some ground beef and then chop up the toppings for the hamburger bowls. It's a pretty easy dinner, I would say. It's pretty hands-off, and it's a hit with the whole family. The kids love it, everybody does, so it's something that I try to keep in rotation. Good morning, happy Friday. I'm about to head out to the grocery store, get a few things because I want to meal prep. I've had quite the revelation over the past couple of days about my body image, I guess. I've been on a fitness journey for over a year now, and while I have definitely gotten stronger and things have changed, I'm not where I thought I would be being a year into it. So I do know that I have not been perfect about eating and getting in the right macros and everything on a daily basis, and drinking water. I definitely struggle with drinking enough water, so that all changes today. I definitely don't eat terrible for the most part. I do eat pretty well. I would say I live by, like they say, the 80-20 rule. I probably live more by like 70-30, 60-40. So there is definitely room for me to improve, and I've set a goal for myself over the next month to really lock in, with the exception of my visit to Christian. And even on that, because I'll be leaving in a few days, but even on my visit to him, I'm still going to make much better choices than I have in the past whenever I've visited him, because it's so easy to fall out of a good eating routine and just kind of eat whatever and be in the moment, like trying new places and new things. So I'm definitely going to work on that this trip, just wherever we go, making better choices at those places. So, and I also had a long talk with my trainer today. I had an appointment with her at 6:30. We did a workout and we talked about my progress and just how there's certain things that I don't like. For instance, my arms, they have definitely gotten a lot stronger, and you can see the muscle when I flex for sure, but they're just bigger than I would want them to be. To be completely vain, I don't want them to look that big. So we are going to lower the amount of weight I do and do more reps so that I can just focus on toning what I have, leaning out. Really, that's really all I want to do, is lean out and not worry about being able to lift a certain weight. That was never my goal. I mean, it is nice being strong, don't get me wrong, and I know it's very good for you to lift weights, but I would like to lift them moderately and just not, because what we've done is as time has gone on, I get stronger. So we started out lifting this amount of weight, and then over time we've just increased that amount of weight because I've gotten stronger. So now we're going to kind of trickle it back and do less weight, more reps. We talked about eating and factoring in me training for a 5K, walking a lot more with my dogs, just factoring all that in and what my macro goals should be. So she's going to update everything in the app. So I did a lot of research yesterday when I was at work, and I had a lot of free time and I sat on the computer and planned out everything that I want to prep. Granted, it'll only be for a few days because I am leaving to go see Christian next week. So, but I'm going to literally lay out all of my meals, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks for the next 4 or 5 days. Just really stick to it and then continue that on whenever I get home from my trip with him, with the exception of Thanksgiving. I know I'm gonna eat Thanksgiving food. And she even told me, she was like, I really just don't want you to be too strict on yourself and risk binging or just backtracking. So I'm not going to be 100% strict, but instead of living like 70-30, I'm gonna live like 95-5. That's the plan. So let's head to the store and get this list of groceries that I need. Look at this. Look at how sweet. Look at that baby. You're so pretty. I'll be back, okay? I'm gonna go to the store. I love you, darling. My little one. He loves to sunbathe. Look, they're always messing up this rug. He loves to sunbathe by the door. Oh, handsome boy. See you in a bit. So I came to the exchange first before I go to the commissary because specifically for some black tights, because I only have one pair of black tights that you would like wear under a sweater, and they have 2 holes in them. So I really needed a new pair. So I found these and I like them. But I was also trying on this sweater, which is unbelievably soft, but it's just not quite long. I would want it to be longer if I was wearing it with tights, so I think I'm gonna pass on the sweater. The weather down here is so funny because it was literally 31 degrees on Monday morning, 35 degrees on Tuesday morning, and now it's warm. I picked up a protein shake because I'm starving. This is similar to what I drink at home, so I picked one of these up, and I also got some sushi to eat for lunch. All right, here's the loot. I got me some Tupperware, specifically because I wanted Tupperware that had sections in it, so I got those. I figured this will tie me over, especially considering the Tupperware we already have. Whole wheat flour is for making whole wheat bread. I got this dipping sauce. This wasn't the sauce that I planned on getting, but it intrigued me and the macros are pretty good, so I got that. Whole wheat wraps for a turkey wrap, turkey for the turkey wrap, tomato for the turkey wrap, sweet potatoes that I'm gonna roast, avocado for a taco bowl, or no, avocado toast, that's what that's for. Salsa for a taco bowl, bell peppers for a taco bowl. Green beans are gonna go with the sweet potato and some salmon. The broccoli and carrots are gonna be roasted. Black beans for the taco bowl. Tropical fruit because I'm lazy and don't want to cut up a bunch of fruit and just let it go bad. So this is the best way for me to get fruit in. I've been getting these for a while now. And then chicken and ground turkey. Ground turkey is for the taco bowl. The chicken, I can't remember what that's for, but I wrote it down, so I got it. And that's everything. All right, it's meal prep time. First thing I'm going to start with is making some whole wheat bread because that's going to take the longest. I need it to set aside and proof and everything. So I need to make the bread. I need to bake chicken, cook rice, roast veggies, cut up a tomato, cook some ground turkey, and cook some peppers, and then wash the black beans that I bought. That's everything that I need to do to have everything prepped and ready to go. I also need to wash my meal prep containers and then divvy everything out and we'll be good to go. So hopefully this won't take too long, but I'm gonna get started on the bread first, and then I think I'm gonna do the roasted veggies and whatnot. That way that everything is out of the oven by the time the bread needs to go in the oven. That's the plan. All right, this is everything I needed to prep. I've got this is fish with green beans and potatoes and that sauce that I got. These are the taco bowls and the salsa that goes along with them. These are chicken and rice with roasted broccoli and carrots and some more of that sauce to drizzle on top. And then, of course, I've got my wraps up here. That'll be for the turkey wraps. I can't really prep those ahead of time. So, good loot. This is, let's see, these are dinners for the next 5 days, tonight and then, following through. And then these two will be lunch. And then the turkey wraps will also be lunch. And then I've got breakfast covered too. So, all done. Yes, I'm leaving on Wednesday morning.
More or less, I just don't really remember the date.
Good morning, happy Saturday. I have been up for a few hours now, like 5 hours now. I had to do a running day to train for my 5K. I had to do a 6K, which was hard. I definitely didn't run the whole thing. I'm not even to the point where I can run an entire kilometer without stopping. I can run 3/4 of a kilometer without stopping, which is better than I used to be able to, so a win's a win. It does, my app sets me a goal for like how long I'm gonna run and the time that I need to run it in, and I have been beating those times, so that I'm happy about. But my legs hurt after this morning, and then I just showered and got ready for the day. I am about to head out now for a cake delivery, my last cake delivery of my cake business. Bittersweet, but I am excited that it's gonna be over. I know I didn't film me making the cakes this week, but I am gonna put some pictures up on the screen of how they turned out. And both of these customers from yesterday and today have been customers of mine for a while. Everyone's been really sweet about me deciding to stop because they're like, we're really sad. We're really gonna miss your cakes. Like, totally talking me up about my talent, which is really kind, but they're also at the same time like, we want you to be happy and do what you want to do. So, just glad that we could get cakes from you while we could. So everyone's been really sweet. I appreciate it. But yeah, let's go ahead and head out. I'm a few minutes early, but I like to leave room for error. You never know. I did make this little fondant goose topper that I need to put on when I get there, so I'm bringing some gloves. I'm back from my delivery and I just heated up some lunch to eat one of my meal preps. This is the chicken and rice bowl with roasted vegetables, and I put that roasted garlic sauce from Kinder's on it. Smells delicious. It's kind of hot right now, but the delivery went good. Everything went smooth, so that's always a plus. I got there like 8 minutes early, which is also a plus. So I actually left before my original delivery time, so that's nice. She was very happy with it. She said it was exactly what she wanted, so definitely ended my cake business career on a high note. And you know, I'm never gonna say never to doing a cake business again. I definitely, of course, don't know what the future holds, because a year, 2 years ago, I thought that I would always do cakes. So I'm never gonna say never, but for now, that chapter is definitely closed, and I feel very at peace about it. So there will be definitely a decluttering video to come with me getting rid of everything, or most of everything. I'm still gonna keep a few things just for family cakes and whatnot. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end this vlog off here. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for coming along as my last week of being a home baker. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in another week. Bye guys.